I didn't know exactly what to post. I was just kind of coming up with random ideas. They were just low quality videos.
Since we started working together, I think you had 2,000 subscribers on your YouTube, and now crossed 10K, like with the long form views, like over 350K.
But when you have the right team and you have people around you that want to help you and they want you to succeed, it just takes everything to the next level.
Yo, what's good, Sean? Pleasure to have you here. Kind of like the first question I want to ask you, Sean, if you can give kind of like a just quick rundown on who you are, like what you do, like who you help, that would be amazing.
100%. Yeah. My name is Sean and I've been trading for the last 8 years. I dropped out of college when I was 18, pretty much like the first 3 weeks of college, because I was like, did not want to take the normal path that most people did. I stumbled upon trading, and like most people, I thought it was like a get rich quick scheme. I thought I was going to be a millionaire. I thought every single trade was going to work really well, and I thought I was literally going to be rich overnight. But obviously that didn't end up happening. And I started just like learning from other traders online how to make money in trading, because I thought that learning online is like one of the best ways to do so, because there's a lot of really good information. The only issue that I stumbled upon was the information that I was getting at first was actually very bad information. So there's good information, there's actually very bad information. And that's what kind of also led me later down the line, when I became profitable in trading, to want to start my own community and to help other traders, is because I didn't want them learning the wrong things, because there's so much garbage out there. And I wanted people to know the right way to trade, learn from the best traders out there, the system that they use, how they trade. And that is why I started posting on Twitter and other social medias to try to grow my social media and make sure to let it be known that there is a few different ways to trade, but there is one really good way to trade that actually probably works for most people rather than most of the stuff that you see online.
Yeah. And low-key, like, I mean, you probably hear it sometimes from like maybe your own team or like your close friends, but like genuinely, because like we have worked with a lot of traders, but like I would say you are one of the like top ones where it's like you're extremely genuine, like you show all of your like wins, losses online, which I think in the trading space, that's like, not a lot of people do that. Like I would say, I mean, you probably agree with this, like the trading space, like maybe it's looked at like, oh, okay, just LARPers, or, like I feel like with you, like how much proof you show online, how authentic you are, even in your content and everything, I think that kind of like makes you like a outsider, but like in a good way, like you're one of the few people that are actually like genuine, which is something like, I think you should be like proud of, which is a good thing, right? But I want to just shift kind of like the focus of the conversation into like kind of like the growth you have experienced working with our team and everything. Because since we started working together, I think you had around 2,000 subscribers on your YouTube. And now, I mean, we crossed 10K like not too long ago, but now we're like at 11K. And with the long form views is like I checked today, it was like over 350K. There's over like 40K in watch time hours. And it's like kind of like what I wanted to know is, what have you seen from your like point of view? Because I know you also post on Instagram, you also post on TikTok, you also post on Twitter, but like with the YouTube in place, like what difference has you seen it has made in like your education business? Because I know you also said like your own program and everything. What would you say is the biggest thing? Because also just another note, which I think is good to know, like we're also in close touch with your marketing team, and I know that they use, for example, some of the YouTube videos like student interviews or even like specific stuff in like pre-call assets, or like even when you guys run ads, like we also run ads for some other clients, and it's like when you run to cold traffic, like people, the first thing they do is like search you up. So it's like there's a lot of attributed revenue from the YouTube. But like from your POV, what have you seen YouTube has done like the biggest difference in like the business side and even like the maybe personal brand side?
Yeah, so I'll start actually from the start. Like when I was doing my YouTube alone and I was posting videos, it was very, very low quality. I didn't know exactly what to post. I was just kind of coming up with random ideas, and videos did okay because I had an audience, but they were just low quality videos. And obviously the better quality of the video that you make, the more people will end up actually, first of all, trusting you, because the quality of the video is much better. And also you'll be able to convey your expertise or whatever it is that you do and educate much better, because you're able to have everything structured in a sense that makes sense to other people and they can digest the content much better. So obviously leveling up the content has been a complete game changer, because now people are able to look at the channel. They see that there is really good content on there. I know exactly what I need to post for those traders to start trusting me and understanding my system. And then when they understand all that, not only, trust me, but also understand what I do, it's much easier for them to want to purchase something from me or convert because they know exactly what I do. They know that it works because they've seen it work multiple times. And also they trust that everything that I do is high quality, and maintaining a high quality brand has probably been one of the most important things for me. So being able to have the quality of the YouTube videos has been a game changer for me in my offer, in my business, and also my reputation, as a trader and an educator.
I have like a side question. Like, would you say maybe from you, like growing your personal brand and everything like that, like, have you noticed, for example, maybe people in person recognizing you, or for example, people in your Discord or maybe Twitter or anything, like, do they comment a lot about like your YouTube videos, like maybe how good they are and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't have many people recognize me, but maybe like a few.
Yeah.
But my favorite like thing is when people send me like pictures of them watching like my YouTube videos when
Yeah.
they're like eating or like doing something on the side. It's like,
Yeah.
it's cool to see people like watching your vlogs or watching your videos and genuinely tuning into every single one and like staying on
Yeah.
top of it.
Yeah. Because also what I've noticed, even from like the YouTube statistics, is the returning viewers, like the same people that keep on returning, is like really, really high, a really, really high amount. And I also know, just like even being in your Discord like group and everything, like your community is very like active, which is always a good thing to see, and even with the YouTube and even like from your Twitter and other social platforms, like you've built a really good community. Returning viewers come, and it's not like just people just come to one video and then they leave. No, you've built a really, really good brand. And yeah, the next thing I kind of like want to know, in terms of, for example, the time commitment, how much would you say like you're involved in the process of like a YouTube video getting produced, from A to Z?
I mean, pretty much all I have to do is just like record the content.
Yeah.
Outside of everything else, the ideation, the scripting, everything like that is done by the team. And obviously that helps me save a ton of time because I want to focus on trading. I want to focus on my students. That helps a ton. I'd say probably a few hours, maybe a week. If anything.
Yeah, because look, like with our goal, it's always for the client to just like focus on their expertise, and of course it also helps when we have our Monday calls, or even like when you onboarded with us, it was like we sent you questions and like we asked you very specific questions for us to like learn more about you. Sometimes I just like maybe doom scroll your Twitter. I learn more about you, even like from your course content. Like for us, our biggest goal is like clients should literally record and send us the footage. We handle the entire process from A to Z because we know you're like actually a trader. Like you actually trade almost every day, right? And it's like, I don't want to take time out of that from your day. So it's like, we just always want to make sure like we're there for you, sending you ideas. And even like I said, when we are on calls, we're shooting ideas back and forth, because sometimes what I can think about is like only go so far. But of course, you are the expert in, trading. So it's like you will ultimately at the end of the day always know the most. So it's like when I can always like even in Slack like ask you stuff, for us that's also really, really valuable. And yeah, just before I move on to like the last question, is there anything else you're thinking of? I want this to just be simple, like quick, but anything else maybe you're thinking of saying?
Yeah, I'd say like anybody who's on the fence to getting a team or having a team help them, I'd say like with anything in life, it's probably the best decision I've ever made. Just having people that care about, first of all, not only themselves, but your business is going to be the most beneficial thing that you'll ever do for yourself, because you can get a lot done yourself, but when you have the right team and you have people around you that want to help you and they want you to succeed, I mean, it just takes everything to the next level. And again, like you can grow your business a little bit by yourself, but if you really want to take things to the next level, getting a team, having people that are there to help you and care about you is like the number one thing that you should do.
I appreciate you, bro. That means a lot. And I also know, I know our team appreciates it. And I mean, they'll see this, so it's like, it means a lot for them as well. Because it's like one of the biggest things we focus on, just like our organization and business, is like all the editors that have been like editing for you, like the designers and everything. They have been working extremely hard and they're always like on their top game. Part of that is like me always like pushing them even like to stay on top of their game and keep improving and improving. And you've probably also seen that in like the quality of the content. Like I would say recently, like the quality has been really, really good, and we're always looking to improve and improve. So I appreciate like what you said, and I know like our team appreciates that as well.
Yeah, that's the truth. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. The last thing I kind of like just want to leave on is if you can just like briefly touch on kind of like the future vision with, your personal brand, the YouTube. Where do you see this in like 3 years, 5 years? And even like, for example, example, with your education business? Because for you, I know I want to hit that 100K subs, right? And I know like we're growing steadily and that momentum is like really, really building. What's like the big goal and vision with like your personal brand and education business, the YouTube, that you kind of like envision and see going forward?
Yeah, to be honest, I just want to help as many people as I can and teach people the right way to trade. Like I said, I'm going to keep saying that because it's just something that was hitting me like hard when I first started. I just learned from the wrong people and I learned the wrong systems, and there's just so much garbage out there in the trading space that I want to make sure that I'm there to at least point people in the right direction. They don't need to, buy from me. They don't need to watch my stuff, but at least like know exactly what it is that they should be doing and point them in the right direction. And of course, I'd like to be one of the biggest trading educators there is, because the bigger that I get, the more people I can eventually, help later down the line. So goal for YouTube, 100%. If I can get that 100K, I mean, I used to grow up watching like YouTubers and like watch them get like plaques and stuff. It'd be really sick to get like a YouTube plaque. I think that there's one for 100K, right?
Yeah.
100K plaque would be so sick. Like,
Yeah.
that would be awesome. So definitely just become one of the best trading educators out there and get that plaque. That'd be fire.
All right, sick. And low-key, I mean, I know we're gonna hit it. That's the thing. We're putting in the work and it's like we're seeing like momentum growing now, especially like I think these past few months it has been like really, really good growth. Now we just gotta, double down on creating even better videos, going the extra mile with stuff. Because it's like what I've always noticed is it's always worth it to go the extra bit of or to put that extra bit of effort into videos, into like just maybe the ideation part on our end, even like simple stuff like thumbnail. Like a lot of people don't think about like thumbnails, sometimes for specific videos, which okay, I just reminded I need to ask you like to take some specific thumbnail shots, but it's like even going the extra mile, different angles, not just always having like straight on, camera in front of you. I feel like always going that extra bit of or that extra mile, it will help a ton. And yeah, like now, I mean, for the rest of the year, I literally want to just double down on your brand and it's just like come up with more, outlier videos. Because even like what I've noticed, I think for the past, 3 or 4 or 5 videos has either been like a 1 of 10 or 2 out of 10 on your channel. So it's like,
Crushing it.
yeah, we just gotta like double down on everything. But yeah, if there's not anything else maybe you want to add, like I think that was it on my end. I just want to say I appreciate you for taking your time out of the day to jump on.
Yeah, I mean, last thing I'll say is I just appreciate you and the team. It's been a pleasure working with you guys, and I can't wait to, keep hitting our goals.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.